Xiaomi AX3600. This is a new, quite powerful and great looking Wi-Fi 6 router. It has a total of 7 antennas, it has a decent 6-core Qualcomm chip, it supports up to 248 devices, and it also has all the latest features of Wi-Fi 6. But how good does it perform in terms of speed and range? Is it a better value option compared to the Redmi AC2100? And finally, do you really need a Wi-Fi 6 router in 2020? Well, keep watching and let's figure it out in this video review. Hey, what is up guys, Nellis here from Tech, and here on my channel I do a lot of high quality tech reviews. So if you have the same passion as me, definitely consider subscribing. Alright, now let's jump to the unboxing of my new Xiaomi Wi-Fi 6 router. The router itself comes in a quite large box, and inside the box you'll find everything you need. I was actually positively surprised that Xiaomi added some soft foam on the top for extra protection, which already gives some kind of premium taste. Good job! Inside the box you'll find a network cable, a power adapter, Xiaomi router itself, and some instruction papers in Chinese. Xiaomi AX3600 has 7 antennas in total, out of which the middle one is dedicated smart AIoT antenna with a nice finish of LED light on the top. On the front there are 2 more system and internet indication LEDs, and on the back a power input, reset button and 4 network ports. The overall build quality is okay, nothing to be amazed at, just a regular plastic painted in black. I should also notice that this specific model is bigger in size, so it will take more space compared to the average routers. Despite that, I really like this design with some nice finished details. Simple but beautiful. Setup process of Xiaomi router is pretty easy and straightforward. Plug in the power cable, plug in the internet cable, download MiFi app and follow the instructions on the screen. You can also complete the setup on your laptop or PC, but I personally prefer the app as it's fully translated and working in English. Now, due to my internet provider and router limitations, I was only available to set up Xiaomi 3600 as a secondary access point. However, it will not have any kind of impact for my upcoming Wi-Fi speed and range tests. In general, I think it's worth knowing that if your internet provider requires VLAN tagging, none of the stock Xiaomi routers support that. Take that into consideration before buying. As soon as you successfully set up your Xiaomi router, there are some basic settings you can adjust within the app. You can change Wi-Fi preferences, enable some smart features, update the firmware, and so on. Anyways, let's move to the main part of this video, speed and range tests. For that, I'll be using a total of 6 different spots inside and outside my apartment, 3 different devices and multiple speed tests to get as accurate results as possible. To make things even more interesting, I'll be comparing the AX3600 with way more cheaper D-Link and Redmi routers to see if there is a huge performance difference between them. Spot number 1. Kitchen area is the closest point from a router, just around 1-2 meters away. It is an open area, so there is nothing on the way that could block the signal. On a 5G mode, there is no big difference between all 3 routers. However, as we switch to the 2.4 GHz frequency, Xiaomi AX3600 outperforms the other models by twice. Now let's move a bit forward to my living room, which is still an open area and somewhere around 5 to 7 meters away from a router. Results are pretty similar as in the first test, however here Xiaomi AX3600 max speed reduced down to 155 megabits per second in 2.4 GHz mode. Interestingly, my stock D-Link router outperforms Redmi once again, but I'm not sure why. In my first speed test, things changed quite dramatically. This is my working desk spot in another room and it's only 2 meters away from a router, however it's separated by a 20 cm wall. I was struggling to understand why there is such a huge difference between the speeds, so at the end I realized that other gadgets like my laptop, wireless mouse and other might be the answer to it. As soon as I moved my phone a bit further from these objects, speed has increased twice for D-Link and Redmi routers, however it didn't make any kind of impact for Xiaomi AX3600. At the same spot, I also did a separate test to check how good is 5G Wi-Fi speed among 3 different devices: my OnePlus 7 Pro, Xiaomi Mi 10 and Razer Blade 15 laptop. You can see the results in the graphic on the screen. The last spot I wanted to test Wi-Fi speed inside my apartment was a bathroom. Come on guys, I know you all use your phones while sitting there, it's not anymore a secret, just admit it. Anyway, my bathroom is located around 7 meters away, and in between there is a 20 centimeters concrete wall and another 1 centimeters glass wall. At this spot, 2.5 GHz speed dropped quite by much for D-Link and Redmi, meanwhile the Xiaomi router was a clear winner in both frequency modes. At this, here is another comparison table of speed results between Xiaomi Mi 10 and OnePlus 7 Pro phones. As seen from this table, Xiaomi Mi 10 is showing up better results, most probably due to the better placement of internal antennas or Wi-Fi 6 support. For my next test, I wanted to give a bit more challenging situation, so I moved outside my unit. This spot is somewhere around 10 meters away, and in between there are 3 walls in total that were blocking the signal. So at this location I was not able to connect to my stock D-Link router at all, while Redmi and Xiaomi managed to do at only 2.4 GHz mode, however providing quite different results. Lastly, I wanted to check whether it would be still possible to connect my phone to the router from a different floor. I climbed one level up, which is about 7 meters in a straight line from the router, however results were disappointing. It did connect, but the signal strength was very poor and the speed, well, I'm not sure if you can even call it a speed at all. So what about Wi-Fi 5 versus Wi-Fi 6? Is there any difference? Well, in theory, Wi-Fi 6 should be 4 times better in dense environments, it should deliver up to 40% higher peak data rates for a single client device, and it should also extend battery life. Xiaomi AX3600 is officially certified Wi-Fi 6 router, but if you want to have a full advantage of it, you should also have other devices that do support Wi-Fi 6. Right now, I only have Xiaomi Mi 10 phone and nothing else more. Of course, more and more manufacturers gonna implement this new standard into their new laptops, phones, tablets and whatsoever. However, the ultimate question, how fast this shift is gonna happen. If you're interested, I did few more tests where I have compared directly OnePlus 7 Pro with Wi-Fi 5 capability and Mi 10 running on Wi-Fi 6, but at the end of the day it's hard to state if a higher speed on Xiaomi phone was achieved due to the newer technology or simply because of a better placement of internal antennas. AI intelligent antenna on Xiaomi router can automatically scan and discover Mi Smart devices that have not been initialized and quickly connect them through a Mi Home app. That's pretty cool. I really like the pop-up screen animation, and to be honest, it's also very convenient as you don't need to reset your smart home devices manually. Speaking of Xiaomi smart home gadgets, here is my comparison results for signal strength between Xiaomi, Redmi and D-Link routers. Similar to the previous testing, there is a clear tendency among the routers, of course, AX3600 sitting on the top of the best results, Redmi AC2100 picking up the second place and D-Link stealing that bronze medal. So what are my final thoughts? Wi-Fi 6 era has already begun, however there are not many Wi-Fi 6 compatible devices in the market yet. Basically, it's new flagship phones, premium laptops that are manufactured starting from late 2019, and in reality you will still keep your current Wi-Fi 5 devices and smart home gadgets for at least a couple of years, if not longer. Xiaomi AX3600 is a great router, it does perform better in terms of stability, speed and coverage compared to the Redmi AC2100. It has a snappy hardware, it has a nice design, an average build quality, and most importantly it's not that expensive compared to the other brands. From negative points, it doesn't support VLAN, it lacks OpenWRT, and that could be a real deal breaker for some of us. If you're looking for cheaper Wi-Fi 6 alternative, you might be interested in Xiaomi AX1800 or Huawei AX3 routers. Both of them are currently priced at around $70, and I will leave all the links and discount codes in the description area below this video. Anyways, Wi-Fi 6 is the future, so let me know in the comments if you're planning to upgrade soon or you're gonna wait a bit longer. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more high quality tech reviews. Thanks for watching, this is Nellis from Tech, and I'll see you next time.